Have you ever noticed your car losing power, guzzling more fuel, or idling rough, even though you change the oil on time and maintain it perfectly? What if I told you that the real culprit isn't your spark plugs, filters, or oil, but something hidden deep inside your engine, your intake valves? These valves control the air your engine breathes, and when they get dirty, your engine slowly suffocates. But here's the shocking part: there's a ridiculously simple trick to clean them, and it doesn't require tearing your engine apart. Today, we're revealing the secret that mechanics don't want you to know: how to get super clean intake valves and restore lost performance with one clever method. Stay tuned. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to bring your engine back to life, save hundreds on repairs, and keep your ride breathing clean for years to come. 1. The hidden problem inside every engine. Let's start with what's really happening under your hood. Your intake valves sit between the air intake and combustion chamber, opening and closing thousands of times per minute to let air in. Over time, these valves get coated with sticky carbon deposits. Why? Because tiny amounts of oil vapor, fuel residue, and exhaust gases slip through the intake system, especially in modern direct injection engines. Unlike older engines, where fuel washed over the valves and kept them clean, today's fuel-efficient systems spray fuel directly into the combustion chamber. That means your intake valves never get rinsed, and they slowly collect grime like a dirty kitchen vent. The result? Reduced airflow, sluggish acceleration, poor fuel economy, and eventually, engine misfires. But the good news is, there's a way to clean this mess without disassembling anything. Point 2. Why carbon buildup is more dangerous than you think. Most car owners ignore carbon buildup because it's invisible, but that's what makes it dangerous. As deposits grow, they mess with your engine's precision airflow. Imagine trying to run a marathon with your nose half blocked. You'd get tired faster, breathe heavier, and lose endurance. That's exactly what happens to your engine. The computer starts compensating by adjusting fuel trims, ignition timing, and idle RPMs, trying to maintain balance. But after a while, performance drops so much that you feel it behind the wheel. Cold starts become rough. The check engine light might even flicker on. Even worse, in some turbocharged engines, carbon buildup can create hot spots that cause pre-ignition or knocking, potentially damaging pistons. It's not just a minor maintenance issue, it's a ticking time bomb. But fear not, a simple, science-backed trick can dissolve years of carbon gunk in one smooth treatment. 3. The science behind intake valve cleaning. Before we jump into the trick, let's understand how cleaning actually works. Carbon deposits are primarily made of unburned hydrocarbons, sticky layers of soot and oil residue that cling to metal surfaces. To clean them effectively, you need a solvent strong enough to dissolve that carbon, but gentle enough not to harm your sensors or seals. That's where intake valve cleaning chemistry comes in. Specialized formulas are designed to atomize into a fine mist that travels through your intake manifold, hitting the back of the valves and breaking down that gunk molecule by molecule. When the chemical vapor interacts with heat and airflow, it loosens up the carbon layer, allowing it to be burned off harmlessly through the exhaust. It's not magic, it's pure chemistry meeting physics inside your engine's lungs. The trick lies in how you deliver it. 4. The simple trick, the mist method, that works wonders. Here's the part you've been waiting for, the simple trick to achieve super clean intake valves. It's called the mist method, and it's surprisingly easy. All you need is a high-quality intake cleaner, a small spray hose, and about 20 minutes of your time. First, you locate your car's intake hose, the one leading from the air filter box to the throttle body. You loosen the clamp slightly and insert the spray hose just before the throttle body. Start the engine and let it idle around 2000 revolutions per minute. Then, slowly mist the cleaner into the intake, not all at once, just short bursts every few seconds. You'll hear the engine stumble slightly as the cleaner reacts, breaking down the deposits. Once the can is empty, shut off the engine and let it soak for about 15 minutes. After that, start it again and rev it a few times. you'll see white smoke pour out of the exhaust. That's not damage, it's the carbon burning away. Within minutes, your intake valves will be cleaner, your throttle response sharper, and your idle smoother. 5. The tools you'll need, and what not to use. Now, before you run out to your garage, let's talk about tools and safety. You'll need a professional-grade intake valve cleaner. Brands like CRC GDI IVD intake valve cleaner or Seafoam spray are top picks. Avoid generic fuel additives, they won't reach your valves in a direct injection system. You'll also need a screwdriver to loosen the intake clamp, protective gloves, and safety glasses. Make sure your engine is warm but not hot, around normal operating temperature is perfect. And here's what not to use: carb cleaner or throttle body cleaner directly into the intake. These products are too harsh and can damage sensors or seals. Stick to specialized formulas made for this job. Also, never spray the cleaner before the air filter, it'll get trapped and never reach the valves. Proper technique matters as much as the product itself. 6. Why this trick works best for direct injection engines. If your car has a direct injection (GDI) engine, this trick can be a game changer. In GD engines, fuel is sprayed directly into the combustion chamber instead of over the intake valves, meaning those valves never get cleaned naturally. That's why carbon buildup is worse on GD engines like those from Audi, BMW, Ford EcoBoost, and many others. This trick restores that missing fuel wash effect by sending atomized cleaner right where it's needed. Even better, you can do this treatment every 10,000 to 15,000 miles to maintain top performance. It's like giving your engine a breath of fresh air after years of smoking. Owners often report noticeable improvements: smoother idle, quicker acceleration, and even better gas mileage. It's proof that sometimes, the simplest methods deliver the biggest results. 7. How often should you clean your intake valves? Frequency depends on your driving style and engine type. For most cars, cleaning every 15,000 to 20,000 miles is perfect. If you do mostly city driving, short trips, or own a turbocharged GD engine, you may want to do it sooner. Why? Because low-speed driving doesn't generate enough heat to burn off residue, causing faster buildup. Think of it like dental hygiene: brushing your teeth once in a while isn't enough. You need consistency. Similarly, your engines, lungs, need regular cleaning to stay healthy. The cost of preventive maintenance like this is tiny compared to the price of a full intake valve cleaning service, which can run upwards of $400 to $800 at a shop. A $15 can and 30 minutes of your time can save you a fortune in the long run. 8. The myths about intake valve cleaning, debunked. There's a lot of confusion online about whether intake valve cleaning really works. Some people say it's a scam, others swear by it. The truth lies in understanding how it's done. Many fuel additives claim to clean valves, but unless they enter through the intake airstream, they can't touch the valves at all in a direct injection system. That's why many pour-in solutions don't help. On the other hand, proper intake cleaners delivered through the throttle body absolutely do work, and even car manufacturers like Toyota, VW, and Hyundai recommend such maintenance for GD engines. Another myth is that this method harms your O2 sensors or catalytic converter, but modern cleaners are safe and designed to burn cleanly. The white smoke you see? That's just vaporized carbon and residue, not permanent damage. So don't fall for the myths. This trick is tested, proven, and backed by real chemistry. 9. The warning signs that your valves need cleaning. You don't need to be a mechanic to spot the symptoms. If your car feels sluggish, idles rough, or hesitates when accelerating, your intake valves might be choking. Another common sign is increased fuel consumption. Your car is compensating for reduced airflow by dumping in more fuel. You might even notice a faint, ticking sound or smell of unburned fuel during cold starts. In advanced cases, you'll see the check engine light come on with codes related to misfires or low airflow. Don't wait until it gets that bad. Cleaning the valves early can prevent costly Repairs later. The sooner you act, the more performance you preserve. Think of it as giving your engine a detox before it becomes a patient in the mechanical ICU. 10. Comparing DIY cleaning versus professional walnut blasting. You might have heard of walnut blasting, a professional method where crushed walnut shells are blasted onto the valves to scrape off carbon deposits. It's highly effective, but expensive and labor-intensive. A DIY spray cleaning won't match that level of deep restoration, but it's incredibly effective for maintenance cleaning and mild to moderate buildup. In other words, the spray method prevents heavy deposits from forming in the first place, so you never need the costly walnut blasting service. Think of it as brushing your teeth regularly so you never need a root canal. The best part? The mist method can be done at home in under an hour, no tools, no special training, just results. 11. Real-world results, drivers who tried the trick. Across car forums and YouTube communities, thousands of DIY enthusiasts have tested this trick, and the results are eye-opening. Drivers report smoother idle, regained horsepower, and better throttle response within minutes of the treatment. Some even notice improved gas mileage by up to 10%. One user of a 2015 Audi A4 with 100,000 miles said his engine felt like new again after just one can of cleaner. Another Honda Civic owner noted that his car stopped stalling during cold starts. The feedback is consistent, this method works. And the science backs it up. Regular cleaning keeps your valves shiny, airflow optimized, and combustion efficient. That means your car runs cleaner, stronger, and lasts longer. 12. What happens if you ignore carbon buildup? Ignoring carbon buildup can slowly destroy your engine's efficiency. When airflow becomes restricted, the engine starts compensating with more fuel and less timing advance, leading to reduced power. Over time, those sticky deposits can cause valves to stick slightly open, resulting in misfires or rough idling. In severe cases, they can even break off and damage pistons or turbochargers. Many modern engines fail prematurely not because of design flaws, but because of neglected maintenance like this. It's the silent killer of engine performance, and most owners never even know it's happening until it's too late. That's why this simple cleaning trick is more than just maintenance, it's an act of engine preservation. Keep your engine alive. If you found this guide helpful, don't keep it to yourself, share it with other car lovers who deserve to know this secret. Drop a comment below if you've tried this trick and felt the difference. And if you're serious about keeping your car running strong, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we've got more hidden car maintenance hacks coming your way that'll save you thousands and keep your ride running like new. Remember, a clean engine is a happy engine. So grab that spray, pop that hood, and let your car breathe again.